Version of a solo I had hoped to do at the DCA solos last September. That was the day that I discovered that some form of carpal tunnel has come back to the right hand, so I was not able to get the solo performed up to what expectation. So it was kind of a bummer. I practiced through the winter, and I opted to try to do it here. Turns out that the hand really does not, in Kevlar, just not, it's not working. So I'm going to stay on the Kevlar as long as I can, and I might have to finish on the pad, but I'm going to break it down into segments, and that'll give me a chance to air the hand out a little bit. So I'm also waiting on the other pipe band guys to set up, because Adrian Morton's going to get started right after me. First segment, Nathan McLaren is here today. He plays with the City of Toronto Pipe Band, and they actually went out at the World Championships last August and made the final and tried something a little different. They had a little rubber wafer. This is, anybody can throw a drum pad on a drum and practice, but they went ahead and did the competition to get that field drum sound. And they were suitably punished for their good intentions. So, as far as I'm concerned, it opened up a lot of ideas, but it was painting outside the line, so it enjoyable for us. The judges were not so kind. So anyway, I had already worked up part of my solo that way. So that's the intro section is some American and Swiss ideas. The idea was to break immediately to the Kevlar for the sound difference of a field drum to Kevlar. That's what the next section is. The whole next section is either influenced by Alex Duthert or stuff that he wrote. Dialogue that's going on right here, I'm going, good idea to stop and break everything up into pieces. So the next segment is from the outer reaches of what can be done with some of the pipe band stuff. It's not traditional by any stretch. It was actually composed in the 1980s. And it's sort of the same idea as what goes on in DCI, where they're cramming hybrids together to try to make some stuff happen. So there's some of that, and then some dead stick work, which is kind of specific to pipe bands. We're trying for a really staccato note, not a buzz stroke. We're looking for a very staccato buzz, so a little different effect. The very last segment is just a jig, 6/8 time jig into a hornpipe. So it's traditional pipe band drumming played up tempo a little bit.